Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Noel. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. Now, of course, today's no different. Today, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not necessarily Erica this time, surprise, surprise, but Kyle Richards, Garcelle Bouvet, and Sutton Strack. Before we jump into that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we saw on this last week's episode where Kyle was telling the women after Garcelle's Haitian dinner, she's telling the women, listen, if you guys ever have anything to say to my face, please just say it to my face. Don't say it behind my back. Just come directly to me with that. To which Garcelle called her out and she's like, wait a minute, hold on. You didn't come directly to me when you found out that my $5,000 donation that I pledged to the children's hospital didn't go through. You waited until the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, season 10. You waited until then to bring it up. So what's the difference? Well, Kyle Richards is calling that a cheap shot. And the producer asked Garcelle on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, did this trigger you? Why bring it up now? And she said, I don't know. I think I just felt it in the moment. I am a Garcelle stan this season. She's saying everything that we're all thinking. So is Sutton Strack. It keeps going. As for Kyle, she believes that her and Garcelle have moved past that. They've talked about it. So she kind of felt like it was a cheap blow. I'm not going to put words in her mouth. This is what Kyle said. That was sort of a cheap shot because at our lunch, I thought we got past that and I really wanted to move on. She had no issues at all ever since we had that conversation at lunch. So that comment was a little bit like, wait, what? Kyle also shared something that we didn't know by saying, obviously, I didn't wait until the reunion to discuss this. I actually tried to reach out to her multiple times, multiple attempts via email, via calling her. So that's not my job. And then the people who were running this would come to me and say, I don't know what else to do. So I guess that's why Kyle felt like it was appropriate to bring it up in the moment on the reunion. Okay. Kyle did also try to justify this by saying she was forced to bring it up at the reunion because they weren't on speaking terms. She said she wasn't speaking to me and we were not on good terms. I'm very honest to people's faces and I'm honest behind their backs. I've been accused of a lot of things over the years, but I'm not going to say that I've ever been accused of not being honest. Now, also on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we saw Dorit let Garcelle know that she felt like she was being a little bit of a bully with these side jabs. To be fair, Garcelle, and I've said this multiple times, was not the only one throwing jabs at Dorit over the fact that she is constantly overtaking the conversation. She talks too much. She's been told that by Erica. She's been told that by Kyle. Kathy Hilton has even thrown some jabs. However, she decided to label Garcelle as the bully. Well, one fan wanted to know, how come no one called Erica a bully after she literally pointed in Sutton's face and said, if you ever call me a liar again, I'm going to come for you. And then whispered something to which we still don't even know what was said. Why wasn't she labeled a bully? Well, Garcelle responded to that by saying, thank you. Exactly. Hello. Wake up, people. Now, of course, moving forward, we're going to see how this all plays out because the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion was taped on September 10th. So this will play out and we're going to be talking about all of this. The only thing that's unfortunate about this would be the simple fact that if they've already taped the reunion, then that means that this is all coming to an end. And this is one of my favorite franchises. They've really held their own this past season, especially with ratings and watching all of the drama unfold. I don't want to move on past this. And why are they taping their reunion? They're not even done filming. Well, they're done filming. They're just not done showing all of the episodes. Yet, Real Housewives of New York, where the hell is our reunion from them? At the point that we finally get it, I don't know if anyone's going to be interested anymore. I mean, will you? That's my question for you guys. Do you guys even care about the reunion anymore? Or do you feel like At this point, by the time it comes, we're done. We're over it. We don't need it. It's kind of, I don't know how production, Bravo, the network, I don't know how they let this happen. They let this ball drop, but someone let the ball drop here. So we'll keep going. But we'll also be joining Zach Peter on his podcast today because he wants to break down the whole Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion seating chart. That was not, I mean, it was kind of interesting to me. They had Erica and Kyle up front next to Andy Cohen, but a lot of fans felt like Sutton should have been the one who was sitting next to Andy because she said a lot this past season. However, Sutton was at the end of the couch, so was Crystal, and there's nothing we can change about that. Kathy Hilton was only there for a short period of time, but I can see, partially I can see why some fans would be pissed off about this. And then on the other side, I see, okay, well, they are the newbies, Sutton and Crystal, so why wouldn't they be at the end of the couches, right? Well, we know that in the upcoming episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that Erica and Sutton will have to have this sit down eventually. They'll have to discuss everything that happened because even though Crystal Kung Minkoff is like, I don't want everyone being fake. This isn't what I like. I don't want to maneuver this way. It's not really up to you. And like Emily D. Baker said on my channel, this is how the Real Housewives works. So you have to get with it. There's conflict and there's resolution. You guys are a part of an ensemble cast. Even though you're not getting along in the moment, everyone, this group of 8 women, they have to go to group dinners, group event, and especially while filming during COVID, there's certain restrictions, so they can't have big parties. Eventually, you will have to talk. I'm wondering if it's going to be, or if there's going to be, some sort of resolve at the end of this season, or if we're just going to wait for the reunion floor. Guys, I have so many questions for you, so let's just break them down really quick. One, was it a cheap shot by Garcelle coming out and saying, well, you want people to say things to your face and bring things directly to you, but you never brought the charity event, the $5,000 donation that I pledged not going through to me? Was that in fact a cheap shot, or was that just how she's feeling in the moment? And 2, how do you guys feel about Garcelle agreeing to the fact that, well, it's kind of effed up that she's being labeled a bully by Dorit. However, no one called Erica Girardi a bully after the dinner party from hell, part 2. Those words never came out of one of those women's mouths. I don't understand. There's a lot of hypocrisy here. Looks like the Fox Force 5, well, they have each other's backs. All right. Well, you guys know what to do. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.